What's up guys, J-Dub here, and today I'm going to take you through and show you how to make your song sound more polished and more professional, like some of your favorite artists. So it's a little trick I use just through resampling and reverse reverb. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's basically when you have a section of the song and you're bridging to the next section of the song, and it can sound a little bit disjointed and you just want to make it sound like one smooth composition from one point of the track to the next point of the track. So to give you an example of that, I'm just going to play one of these songs that I'm working on. It's a real work in progress at the moment, so let's just play it from where the drop ends and then bridging into the next section, which I want to show you. So as you can hear, the guitars and chords start really abruptly into this next section. Like coming out of the drop, it's sweet, it's got some nice downlifters, sounds smooth there, but just coming into this next section here, that to me is just not very smooth. So basically what we want to do is, I want to resample this piano I'm using in here. So to do that, I'm just going to zoom in here. I'm just going to grab just a little piece of this piano, Command C, copy. We're going to come out here to the end of the record, Command V, and just to get it really out the way of everything else. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add just a standard Ableton Reverb from the audio effects section here. And basically all we're doing is we just want to automate and just add a reverb tail onto this sound. So hit A to toggle across to automation mode, and on the dry wet, so just by clicking this, it activates the automation for the dry wet parameter, and I'm probably going to take it up to about like 60%, somewhere around there, I think, and then start it off completely dry. Naturally, this sample does have a little bit of reverb on it already through the processing I did with Arts Acoustic, and I got a few other processing things on this record as well, which I'll show you guys in another video, but for right now I'll just keep this super simple for the resampling and reverse reverb. So let's just have a listen to how that sounds. Another note to actually add is make sure you turn off your master chain for when it comes to resampling. It's a personal preference working with one on, but I have a really flat response and it's not a very colored master chain. It's just, yeah, it's just kind of a personal preference. I like to work with one on, so I guess when I'm getting towards the end of the record, I can see, yeah, I guess sort of where the track's sounding and where it's going to be when it's finished. So let's just go back to this reverb now and have a listen to this. That's actually not too bad off the bat, but I'm just going to lower the pre-delay just a little bit and up the up the decay time just a little bit as well. So let's hear this now. Maybe just a little bit more decay time. Okay, so that to me is sounding pretty smooth, and that's basically exactly what we want. So I'm just going to click up here, Command T for a new audio track. And what we're going to do here is we're going to change the external in to resampling. Then what we're going to do is arm this track by hitting this little record function over here. If that's not showing up for you, you need to just click down here and click on the, that little yellow button there to trigger that out so you can, see everything that I have. So just pay attention to these little ones which are turned on here. And once we got that, just double checking again that master chain is turned off. This is activated, ready to go. So let's go up here and hit record. Okay, perfect. So now we got that as a sample. So I'm just going to go Command E to cut off that tail there. And then what I'm going to do is Command T, a new track again. I'm just going to A, toggle across, turn the automation mode off. Then we're going to delete that resampling track. We no longer need that. Also, we can delete the reverb off this. We no longer need that. all this random bit of piano that we resampled, we don't need that, because now what we're left with is this. Perfect. So that is resampling in a nutshell. So now what we're going to do with that resample is we're going to reverse it and create the reverse reverb. So with this sample, like everything that I drag into Ableton, we're going to change this to Complex Pro and Format 0. I do this for basically every sample I drag in, except for the kicks, because I really want to try and preserve the transients in the kicks. But everything else, Complex Pro, Format 0, you'll just find it works so much better for when you're transposing and reversing things like we're about to do here. So we're just going to reverse that one. And this is what we're now left with. So that's perfect. So let's grab that now, and we're going to bring it across to where this piano starts. And as you could probably hear, we sort of have a bit of that initial sample just on the end of this. So where that sort of stays flat, where it's kind of like what the chord's going to sound like anyway, we don't so much need that, so we can probably chop that back. And basically what we want to do now is just solo these two together, and let's just see if this sounds smooth going one to the next. It's actually pretty good, but something else I like to do just to tidy it up even more is just add a subtle bit of reverb to this one. It's not much, it's just to really just, I don't know, splay out the end of that and make it a little bit smoother. And we'll just add a little bit of fade to this as well. So now this is what we're left with. I'm just going to turn the master chain back on because everything sounds better with it on. So let's just have a listen to what we're left with. So as you can hear, that's really just smoothed up that section. And something else I've done is I've actually resampled this guitar as well here. So let's activate it as well. So we're going to reverse reverb of the guitar coming into this guitar section, reverse reverb of the chords, and just to emphasize it a little bit more, there's a few other little effects that I've added in here. So we just got like a standard riser, an impact, this nice little vocal transition effect, and just a simple cymbal transition. So I'll shut up for a sec and let's play it from the drop, bridging into the section into the chords, and just hear how that simple little trick has played out for us. Yeah, so as you can see, that's just made that whole section just sound like one nice smooth transition into the next section, and it doesn't feel disjointed or really jaded or anything like that. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys out, and if it did help you guys out in any way, if you could drop a comment below, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if there's anything else you want me to cover in some future tutorials, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these now. So yeah, drop it in the comments below, let me know. Till next time, work hard and stay creative.